Columbina? Huh, that's odd. Paimon's positive she heard Columbina's voice.
Yeah.
Ah!
Greetings.
Another jump scare? Not cool! If you were here, you should have just said so!
I thought that since you were already so familiar with this game, I should increase the difficulty this round.
Paimon's gonna get you next time, just you wait!
Great. I look forward to it. Oh, I guess the kuuhenki must have swiped it when we were playing earlier. I don't usually need to use my eyes, so the mask makes little difference. Let them play with it if they like.
Oh, on that note, don't you want to go out more often?
Yes, I have plenty of time now. I can go where I wish, when I wish. However, I was concerned that you might worry if you came looking for me, but found that I had left without saying goodbye.
Yeah, after all, we only need to know that you're okay.
I see. I will consider it then.
You'll only consider it?
Everything that has happened here, I find them to be happy memories. That said, I do have another reason for waiting for you here.
And what's that?
To give you a pleasant surprise.
Wow! This must be the place you were talking about, right? Paimon wasn't there last time, so she didn't get to see it. Can Paimon fly around and check it out?
Of course. If it pleases you, I could bring you back again someday.
So, this is the pleasant surprise then?
Oh? So this is enough to pass as a pleasant surprise in your eyes? No, the real surprise is yet to come. Come, let us paint.
Wait, here? But Paimon doesn't see canvas, brushes, or paints anywhere.
Oh, that's simple. The water's surface is our canvas, the moonlight our brushes, and the paths we take shall serve as the brushstrokes. With the moon's reflection to guide us, pure thought shall flow beneath our feet. Yes, good. That's the way. Come, let us walk together a while. When the traveler advances, the moon walks by his side. Where the traveler stops, the moon too rests its feet. Where the traveler stopped, there, it is finished.
Luonnotar? It's really you? You're back! In the silvery flesh! Oh, Paimon thought she'd never see you again!
We used moonlight to trace this child's form, and I poured new power and new blessings therein, causing her to be reborn. She no longer needs to bear my spirit. Her will is hers alone.
Ah! She's flying over!
Yes, I have awakened all the memories of the time you spent together.
Paimon's so glad to have you back, Luonnotar! She promises to be nicer to you from now on. Paimon wasn't expecting the surprise to be this pleasant. Paimon loves it!
It wasn't much. I, too, am glad to see her again. You must miss them, surely. You're welcome to come back anytime. Here, this is for you. That's my share done, yes?
Hey! It's a drawing canvas! Wait, that means...
Ah, you're just in time.
Wow! If it isn't Morehouse, our great painter! Long time no see!
I just took Morehouse to the moon for a bit.
I'm so jealous of how you just said that, like you were visiting the garden next door or something. Still, what did you go there for? Looking for inspiration?
That's half right. We also selected a location for an exhibition. Do you recall?
Paimon does! Morehouse's Moon Goddess exhibition! Don't forget to invite us when the time comes, okay?
Yes, of course. In addition, Morehouse seems to be able to sense subtle changes around her. She's told me that I've changed a lot since returning from the moon. That's why she wanted me to take her there, to see if there was something special about it.
Huh! Now that's an artist for you, all right.
I'm not sure either. I took Morehouse to many places, but none of them satisfied her. That is, until I brought her close to your ship. But after bringing her closer, I found that she wasn't interested in the ship itself.
Huh? What does that mean? Oh, she's flying around you, Columbina!
She did so back then as well. I suspect that her real interest lies with how I looked after seeing the spaceship.
How you... looked?
Yes. I was reminded of when the Traveler and I went there together. We sat atop the ship, gazing at Tevat. He found the truth about the past, and I found my home. Just thinking about it gave me a sense of peace. Or perhaps... happiness. Yes, you are right. These are not things I would have felt before. So, I told Morehouse our story, including what happened after we reached the moon. She seemed most pleased after that, as if she had found the inspiration she so desired.
Ah, so now it's time for the great artist to work her magic, right? Huh! You didn't take Paimon up there back then, so she's pretty curious what Morehouse is gonna paint too.
This time is something special. Morehouse says she wants paints that belong only to us.
And what does that mean?
I believe she means things that will remind you about this journey, what you have gained from it, and the joy it has brought you. Don't worry. Morehouse just wants to see such objects and feel them. She wouldn't use anything so precious as paint. Soil from the moon, and the card you gave me for Moon Prayer Night.
Oh, so basically, it's gotta be something that represents this adventure, right? Okay then, Traveler, you pick.
A good choice.
She seems pretty pleased, too. Whoa! Straight to the canvas she goes. You know, now that Paimon thinks about it, Morehouse's paintings pretty much cover your story from when you were born till now, Columbina. Yep, and Paimon wants to see more of our great painter's work anyway. Oh, done already? Quick as ever, huh? Let Paimon see. Oh, this is so Paimon had no idea Teyvat looked so beautiful from the moon.
Now I can understand why Malau says that I have changed.
Why's that?
When I see this painting, I remember that as I sat on the moon, watching Teyvat, I thought about how I'd always been looking for a home of my own. But now, I suddenly have two homes, both of them places of such beauty. It was then that I realized that perhaps home is wherever the things and people you cherish are. Thank you. I think that after this, I'd like to take the kuuhenki to the moon more often. You're welcome to come visit my other home as well.
Hey there, Columbina! You seem to be in a good mood today.
Come on up.
You want to play moon chess again or something?
Yes, it has been a while, and I somewhat miss playing.
Or, can you move multiple pieces per turn now because you're the Triloon goddess?
That would be cheating.
Yeah, Paimon knows that. She was just kidding.
Shall we begin then? The board's over there, by the way. Are we heading for a time? The three moons linked up in a line.
Huh? Still thinking about how that last match went?
Oh, no. It's just... looking back on the game now gives me a peculiar feeling.
Oh yeah! Now that you have the power of 3 moons, you've become more than just something that can dominate the night sky.
Yes, and I also think that the fate of the world may have been different had there not been division between the 3 moon goddesses. The first one I saw was Sonnet, goddess of the iridescent moon. She was livelier than I'd imagined, more like a playful younger sister. Arya of the eternal moon was the most mature of the 3. She was a natural leader, and was most gentle to others. Just like Lauma, actually. As for Canon of the Frost Moon, she seemed both wise and far-sighted, and it was she who gave her moon to me. Yes, despite their differences, they loved Teyvat, and they loved this home. When I spoke to them of the things to come, they all seemed relieved, glad that this world still held so rich a future. That was also why they gave me the power to return home.
Huh. Paimon would love to see them, and give them a real proper thank you.
I would very much like that as well, but I fear it's no longer possible. Fortunately, this world continues onward, and the humans they protected have survived, and pass on their stories to this day.
Exactly! As long as we live well and don't let the bad guys destroy the world, that's the best thanks we can give them. Of course! You can bet Paimon's always trying to live her best life. You too, Columbina. Eat well and sleep well every day. And come find us if you want to play games.
Sure. I suspect that from now on, I shall think of those 3 gentle goddesses every time I play moon chess. Hmm?
They seem to be having fun.
Greetings. Greetings to you too, Luonnotar. Yes, I saw people playing with their friends using cups at the flagship, so I borrowed the idea. They would place a gemstone under a cup, then quickly shuffle the cups atop the table. Upon stopping, they would have the other player guess which cup the gem was under. The kuuhenki loved the feeling of spinning about while wrapped up in cloth, so I used Miss Mage's hat as a reference and made some improvements.
Wait, so you went to the flagship? Did anyone recognize you?
Some did ask, and I said, I'm dressing up as the moon goddess today. I look just like her, don't I?
Wow, you've really taken that trick from Moon Prayer Night and ran with it.
Well, not entirely, but they didn't talk to me afterward either. Was my acting not natural? I'll keep practicing somewhere else next time.
Why does it feel like someone learned all the wrong lessons?
Luonnotar would like you to guess where she's hiding. Would you like to play around? In that case, please stake 100,000 mora to start with. Those are the flagship's rules after all.
Okay, you definitely should have skipped that lesson.
We're about to begin. And... spin. Can you guess where Luonnotar is? Bingo. Was that too easy for you? Should you come around to play again, I will try to shuffle the hats around faster.
Paimon's curious. How exactly did you play with them earlier? You can't see anything if you don't use Kuwaki, but if you do use it, you'll see too clearly.
Well, I can open my eyes, right?
Oh yeah, didn't think of that one. Oh, that smells great! Did we make it in time for Columbina's mealtime again? Huh, are those kuuhenki lining up? For soup that Columbina's serving?
Just a moment.
Wow! This is really good! Refreshing, tasty fruit soup! Paimon's never had anything quite like it!
Another serving?
Make that two!
Yes, I asked Anefa for some basic recipes, and I've made several attempts. The kuuhenki and animals have both responded quite positively. Well, my sleeves are too wide. They brush against the pot if I'm not careful. I struggle somewhat with making desserts, though. You have to get the temperature and proportions just right. Sure. Let's start with crumb kake, shall we? Would you like to try one? do you think?
Did Paimon miss anything? Ah! It's so sour! What are you trying to do to Paimon? It's all about the initial taste! Couldn't one of you have warned me to take a smaller bite? If you hadn't said anything, Paimon would have thought this was a prank. Watching people's faces pucker or something.
Okay, let me try again. Here, try this batch.
Really? Paimon wants some too! That's the stuff! Oh, so tasty!
Good enough to be given as a gift?
Totally! Wait, did you learn how to cook and make krumkake because you wanted to make a present for someone?
Yes, for my friends. Do you still remember the first time you came here together? You had prepared some food for me. Though the food couldn't do much to replenish the power I had lost, eating it did make me feel more relaxed. I did not give it much thought then, but now I understand. The time and effort put into carefully preparing food by hand is what gives it soul. What I enjoyed was not simply the food itself, but the warmth and kindness in the hands that made it. And the less those hands seek reciprocity, the greater the warmth and kindness required to match it in turn.
Aww, Paimon's gonna blush if you go on like that. To be honest, we were at least kinda hoping to get on your good side back there.
Indeed. But now that I understand all this, I'd like to do a little more. It's a wonderful feeling. Would you come with me to visit our friends? Apart from the krumkake, I have also prepared a few other gifts. But they must be sent in secret.
Why in secret? If you don't mind Paimon asking.
Well, you've always been the ones to pleasantly surprise me. I'd like to see how my friends will react when the tables are turned.
Phew! We were running all over! Finally done! Their reactions were kind of surprising, though. Some didn't even realize they were gifts from you, Columbina!
It's fine. I expected as much. What's important is that they were happy to receive the gifts.
In that case, Llama definitely knew the krumkakes and wreath on her desk came from you. Paimon can understand her being hesitant about wearing the wreath, but seriously, she stared at the krumkakes for a good 10 minutes and still couldn't bring herself to eat one.
It seems Yehoda got quite the fright, though. Perhaps we shouldn't have slipped the gifts directly behind her.
Maybe she's just naturally more alert? Still, she seemed to calm down when Asher came over to paw at the scratching post you sent.
As for our other friends who aren't in Notcry, I'm counting on you to deliver their gifts. Here.
Ooh, is it finally our turn? Huh? Candies? Paimon thought we'd get krumkakes like everyone else!
Well, you already had some of those while taste testing. Some variety is nice, don't you think? That's good to hear. And there's one more gift. Here, for you. I've heard it said that the skies belong to the birds, and the land to the beasts, while the vast space between the two is reserved for adventurers wearing wing gliders. With this by your side, may your path forward ever be lit as with moonlight. And thank you for your companionship.